All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you're welcome to another exciting episode of Real Talk with Kike. Of course, we have the ever beautiful, ever smiling, ever amazing Kike Atando. Welcome, ma.
Thank you. Good evening, Lagos. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening to our listeners. You're welcome to Real Talk with Kike. This program is about trending issues, social issues that affect the day-to-day living of the average Nigerians, which cuts across politics, infrastructure, employment, domestic violence, marital challenges, etc. Basically, we'll be talking about people that migrate from Nigeria to different countries, but our area of concentration today is Canada. But before I proceed, I think it's important for them to know the objective of this show is for us to educate the young people. The old people is going to learn one or two as well, knowing that 65% of Nigerian population are under 35 years old, and so increasing the awareness on social issues and this society becoming more educated about the repercussion of their actions is extremely paramount at this era and at this time. So hence the reason why we brought this program to educate the young people and bring these social issues to the forefront.
All right.
Yeah. You're welcome back to Real Talk with Kike. We will be talking about thousands of Nigerians migrating to Canada. It's a social implication and the human resource it has on Nigerians and Africa as a continent. Before we dive into this discussion, I think that it is important for us to announce the winners from last week giveaways, and the winners are so we have Angela _Ify15 and Shirley Cutie. Both are from our Instagram handles, and we have Ayodeji Fabino from our Facebook. So we will be posting the names of these people on our social handles as well. So I would advise that you come to IFM, Inspirational FM, on Friday to have all your gifts. So you have your return tickets, courtesy airpiece. You will be going to Ghana, and you have all expenses paid in a hotel. God, excited and. Definitely.
We're going to be taking pictures when they get here, and you get to meet Kike Atando when you get here. So please come with a form of identification, and of course, if your name is that person on social media, you have to prove to us that is who you are. So please go on our social media pages. If you want to watch the broadcast from last week, it is at Real Talk with Kike on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook. Let's jump into the conversation today. So we're talking about Nigerians that have migrated or decided that Canada is the new heaven.
Yes, so
please let's go on.
I think I would like to encourage our participants, as you are my guests for the day, because as our last week we were unable to pick a lot of calls that were coming in because of our guests. But as of today, I would appreciate if you all can call in so that you can contribute to the topic of the day. So the question is, why do Nigerians choose to migrate? As a lot of people have said, a lot of people have claimed that we do have this is because of our better standard of living, amongst other things. Some people have said medical reasons, general security, better education, and the list goes on, infrastructure and all of that. But it is important for us to know that our beloved country is struggling in all of these areas I have listed above. But let's take a step back and look at the history of migration in Nigeria today. When did we actually start checking out? It is. I don't know if people pick that word checking out.
You when you check out, Andrew, don't check out. I can't remember that song. That's where the word came out from.
Exactly. So because when you check out, at the end of the what we're trying to say is they don't return to wherever they are coming from. So why do people check out? The history records that after the recession in the 1980s, Nigeria began to migrate more. Currently, the number has risen to 33,000 Nigerians since 2016. Gosh,
that's a lot.
We'll so start having brain drain. And according to the census, about 68,000 Nigerians are living in Canada. Wow.
And this is Canada alone, not Canada, even counting America or
UK
other countries.
And the likes, Australia and all of that.
Okay, so I hear that there's a bank that half of the department of a bank in Nigeria actually
migrated to Canada.
Okay, are you serious?
Yes. When I heard, I was shocked, and I was told that there's an active WhatsApp group that they are using to help each other to leave the country with their family members.
So when one person succeeds, you send information to the next.
It's more disturbing, particularly a bank in the country, and half of the whole department migrate to Canada. Wow. So this brings us to more statistics. Over 11,000 Nigerians are studying in Canada, and most of them, when they go, they don't come back after graduation. So I don't understand. Angie, I think we should let people call in now and let them tell us, why do people migrate? And I'm asking, what is wrong in our country? Should we stay back and work on the nation itself so that we can get better results? Have you had any experience that you would like to share with us, whether maybe when you traveled, you decided to return back or anything? Because I believe strongly that the grass is not greener over there the way people are beginning to think.
Have you ever had an experience living abroad before?
Of course, yes. And I'm sorry to say this, I love Nigeria. I know my parents lived in Nigeria for a very long. My dad is still presently there. He's been there for over 30-something years in the US. And they've done everything possible for me to relocate. And I said to them, no matter the kind of challenges I'm facing, this is where I know that I can do certain things and go scot-free. Nigeria, forgive me, but I know that I cannot live in another country and I will do some certain things. It's just going to be you going on. No. This is my place, and we would work together and make sure that Nigeria.
You're part of the people that feel like Nigeria can actually get better.
Yes, so I'm the 1% out of that 1%.
The 0.001% I'll choose to.
So, but the question is there hope, or is there a reason why we should stay back? I think probably the reason why I might say that I want to stay back is because there are still one or two things going on for you in this country. There are a lot of people that they don't have hope anymore. So the question now is, do people still have hope in our country? What is the government doing, and what are we expecting from them? How can we do better? So I'm hoping that we can take some calls and respond to all of these questions.
Oh, we have so many calls. Let's take this one. Ladies and gentlemen, please join the conversation. Hi, good afternoon, Chooks. Good afternoon, Chooks. You're a first time caller on Real Talk with Kike, right?
Yes.
All right. Welcome. So what's your take on our conversation today? We're talking about Nigerians who have migrated, who have chosen to go to Canada in particular. What do you think?
To be frank with you, it's a big issue. So even in my own organization, the funniest part is that these guys are doing very well. You get, it's not that they are even suffering here, but for them, they no longer believe in Nigeria. You see where the country is going, anything can happen. So some of them feel, let me just do all the necessary and get the and then have that opportunity. Should Nigeria collapse completely, I will relocate to my family. Even myself as a person, I'm under pressure by my wife to get stuff for my family.
If you are given the opportunity to travel, even though you have everything going on for you in Nigeria and you're a bit stable, despite the said your wife is putting pressure on you, would you still leave?
No, I can never leave. It's not that I don't have the opportunity. Even my job, my work, if I want, I will have branches out there that take me out of the country. I can't leave. I love Nigeria, to be frank with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you can find ourselves and stuff, out there you can. It's not for us to say that, but again, it's part of the reason some of us would like to stay here, apart from the fact that things are a bit okay for us. But a whole lot of people want to leave, even the ones that are doing well.
All right, Thank you so much, Chooks. We have so many calls.
Hello,
good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for joining us on Real Talk with Kike.
It's a pleasure.
Where are you calling from, please?
Yeah, good evening, Kike.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Sherry.
Okay, thank you for joining us today. Go ahead.
Actually, it's not as if maybe what is happening in Nigeria has not been done with abuse. But the problem is that our leaders are not giving it all it takes for them to cope or reduce to the barest minimum the problem that is facing our African continent. So people now saw it as a new way to move out at any slightest opportunity in order to make ends meet. So I believe Nigeria, on its own part, I believe God will see us through. I will not take the country and build it all.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, we just mentioned that why are people living for a better place and relocating, migrating to Canada? Again, research shows that Canada has one of the lowest crime rates in the world, with gun ownership 4 times than US. Their standard of education is one of the best, with their government spending more per capita. When I say more per capita, I want to educate the audience, because I believe that what per capita means is that the total income of a country per population. I wish that our country, Nigeria, can adopt the same method, because that way it means that education, health
is priority
compared to every other project that they're doing. So on education, and I hope that, and I the list goes on. I just wish that our government can do better. So the question, okay, we have another call on the show. Hello.
Hello, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us today on Real Talk with Kike.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, the reason why people are leaving Nigeria is because the hopelessness in this country is becoming much more tangible than ever. And we have never been this divided in this country. The budget was read yesterday. It's a very, very hopeless budget. For them to have given education such a very low percentage, health very, very low percentage, and they can drag out 100 billion for Ruga, it does not make both reasonable and unreasonable sense. Now, the people that are living, they are not living because they cannot eat. It's the people that are well employed. I know of a case of someone, the wife was working in GTB. I think she had put about 7 to 8 years, so she was not earning less than 450,000. The husband working with an NNPC subsidiary. The two of them packed themselves away with their children, and they went far away to Australia. Less than 2 months, they got jobs in Australia. So that is just to tell us that I want people to stop praying God will do it for us. God will not come down. He came down once, and he's not going to come down again. So let us get up and do it ourselves. If we are expecting foreigners to come and start this race for us, we are deceiving ourselves. Mind you, these foreigners, at one time or the other, they invested their money into this country.
You're right.
They ran out of this country. So if we are still expecting foreign investment, we are deceiving ourselves.
You're right.
Let us all get up, buckle our shoes, buckle our pants, and do the work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Point taken.
Yeah,
you're right. Point taken. Thank you so much for contributing. Please remember that this is a conversation. I would love to have your feedback. As an individual, what can we do? I believe that we need to work together as one, because the onus is on individual. It's on every one of us to contribute and be kind to one another. You will realize that a lot of people on the road, or in offices or in companies and all of that, they are not kind to one another. So if you're not kind to one another, how do we work together as a unity, as a team, as a nation?
It's interesting that you said that. You know that Canadians are one of the nicest people in the world.
Yes.
They are so that's why it's easy for you to migrate and get integrated into the system quick. So you see people go there, you don't have hassles because your next door neighbor is willing to share an apartment, share sugar with you, help you. But in Nigeria, everybody is paranoid.
And that is the culture that they are now beginning to put in our people, to help each other to leave the country.
And another thing I wanted to point out is, do you know the quickest way, the means people are using to go to Canada and Australia is the skilled migrants.
Exactly.
So you're going to go, and things you are learning, the education you've gotten, the jobs that the technical know-how, you're going to go and utilize in another man's land, where you can build your own country, put in that effort and make your country better.
It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous how we cannot just stay put and help ourselves, even with our entrepreneurial skills, and we are taking it to other countries to better their own system. And at the end of the day, we are saying that we want a better place, a better nation, or we expect more from our government when we as individuals are not doing so much for ourselves.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're our final caller for the day. What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
My name is Frank. I'm calling from Yaba.
Okay, Frank from Yaba. Okay, so we've moved our conversation to why are people leaving. Now, what do you think Nigerians can do to make our country better? And we're not saying government. What can we do as a people to keep people here?
Okay, now the questions are related. You understand? Now, well, you can't take it totally away from that of government. I still want to refer, because this issue of the budget is something that we need to, address at this point of time. Now, the education was given 80-something billion, but the National Assembly was giving over 150-something billion. Can you beat that? How many people are in the National Assembly? Okay, there are less than 500 people in the National Assembly, but there are thousands of hospitals spread across the length and breadth of this country, and that is for the provisions of facilities in those hospitals, and also payments of salary and everything. Everything is about something billion. Whereas National Assembly, there's less than 500 people, they are collecting 150-something billion. How can a nation move forward in this kind of something? So what I suggest is this. Now, I think we need to really think very deeply. You understand? Because you are talking about individual contribution towards making people to stay behind. Of course, we can always encourage people to go into gain entrepreneurial skills, start small businesses, but then you still need facilities such as power, such as credit, soft credit facilities.
I understand. I understand what you're saying,
So no matter how you take it to the individual level, it will still bounce back to government.
All right. So you're saying the government should do more?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, our callers. Thanks for all those who have participated in this migration of our people from here to Canada and other parts of the world. I know it's something that affects Africa as a whole, but as it is now, we are beginning to have, as far as I'm concerned, if we're not careful, we'll start having brain drainage. So it's best that we are beginning to take this seriously. But because of time, we won't be able to go on and pick any of the calls. So I would say that the quote for the day is that the grass is not always greener on the other side, but where you water it. We can all work together to make Nigeria great again, like America said. Let's make America great again. I believe that we can make our country great again. So as much as we all want to live, let's bring back our acquired knowledge and work on making Nigeria a better place. Remember, this show is Real Talk with Kike. Bye-bye. Stay good.